Hello everyone, my name is Feng Yong. You can also call me Alethea. Today, I will introduce you a great book, The Analects, which is all about the old sayings of the ancient Chinese philosopher Confucius, who is also known as Kongzi in China. They will learn few sentences from the Analects and learn some modern Mandarin from it. Now let's 读《论语》, read the Analects, 学汉语, learn Mandarin. Okay, let's have a look. So the Analects literally means selected sayings. The English title itself, the title itself has various English translations, such as The Analects of Confucius, The Sayings of Confucius, and so on. It is an ancient Chinese book composed of a large collection of sayings and ideas attributed to Confucius and his contemporaries, traditionally believed to have been compiled and written by his followers instead of Confucius himself. Okay, let's look at the book. The book begins with the following three sentences. 子曰：学而时习之，不亦乐乎？有朋自远方来，不亦乐乎？人不知而不愠，不亦君子乎? So the Analects actually has 16 book. Here is book 1, the very beginning. Here we got the chapter 1 from book 1. You may have noticed. So the title of the chapter 1 actually just like the very first two characters from this chapter, 学而. We took these two words, use it as the title, 学而, study. So book 1 is 学而. So the chapter 1 of book 1 has 3 sentences. The following chapter has a very similar structure, like a few sentences, very short, brief, but full of wisdom. Okay, let's have a look. 子曰, 子, which means 孔子, Confucius. 曰 means says. Confucius once said, because the Analects is the collection of the records from his followers, and to record what everyone have heard from Confucius. So almost all the paragraph from the Analects start with 子曰. Confucius once said, 子曰. You may have noticed 曰 share very similar look with the character 善. But if you pay close attention, you could find that like 曰 actually is better. 日 is thinner. So this is 日, this is 曰. We normally use 曰 in the Asian books. Nowadays we will use 说 instead. We don't use 曰 a lot. 子曰. Okay, let's look at the first sentence. 学而时习之，不亦乐乎？不亦乐乎？学 study, 而 connection word has no actual meaning. 时 often, constant. 习 practice, 知 it. If you learn something, for example, you are learning Mandarin, you need to study it and also keep constant practicing on it. 不亦乐乎? Isn't it a pleasant thing to do? Isn't it a happy thing to do? If you have learned a little bit Chinese, you might have found out this character in modern term pronounced as 说, which means to say. 我说 I say, 你说 you say. So while we pronounce it as 月 and use the meaning as happy, we need to go to this word to look at what happened. So here you see this word very similar but different radical. We call this part radical. This radical actually means hot. You got hot beating. So here it means hot. You got mouth here, very large, open mouth, very happy, smiling, like me, very happy. So 月 actually means happy. So in ancient time, lots of character have different variant. So this one actually is a variant of 月 in ancient terms. So if you are reading the classic books from ancient China, very often these two actually means exact the same thing, like both pronounced as 月 and both means happy. But if you are reading modern Mandarin, this only pronounced as 说, which means to say. This is 月, be happy. So here, 学而时习之，不亦乐乎? As it's not pleasant to learn with constant perseverance and application. 学而时习之，不亦乐乎? Hope you could learn with a constant perseverance and application. 加油! Okay, second sentence. Oh no, we need to look at the character xi. So I got the involvement of the character here. If you look at the original script of this character, can you guess what this part mean? Actually, it means the feather. It's the feather of the bird. So still, notice it still means feather. This one, bao. We already mentioned it. It's sun, right? So this word xi means two birds repeatedly flap their wings in order to learn to fly. They just keep flapping the wings. So gradually, xi gain the meaning of practice, keep practice. So we now use xi as practice, such as in 学习, 练习, practice. So here is the simplified version of xi. Here is a traditional form of xi. You might notice here, like instead of 日, nowadays in the current form, we changed to the 白, which means right. So the traditional form of xi nowadays look like this: the feather above, the white below. This is xi, 学而时习之. Now we move to the second sentence. 有朋自远方来，不亦乐乎？不亦乐乎? This might be the most commonly used sentence in the whole the Analects. Everyone in China knows this sentence. And this sentence is very useful, especially when you are like in a very formal setting, like a business seminar or like academic conference. We will give you two examples below. Here, the first one is the President Xi Jinping address at the 60th anniversary of the Chinese People's Association for Friendship with Foreign Countries. President Xi begins his speech with this sentence: 有朋自远方来，不亦乐乎? 有 have, friend, 朋 friend, 自 from, 远方 distant quarters, distant places, 来 come. We have a friend from all over the world. 不亦乐乎? Isn't it a happy thing? Isn't it pleasant? We are so we are so overwhelmed by by our gathering. We have great pleasure to invite every distinguished guest here. So 有朋自远方来. Another example is from the Beijing 2022 Winter Olympic Games. They actually have a promotion video. The title of the promotion video is also 有朋自远方来,有朋自远方来, friends from all over the world. So if you happen to, in the future, if you happen to host a meeting or like a conference in China, please do start your speech with this sentence. I think the audience will be amazed by you. Understand the Chinese culture? No sentence like this. 有朋自远方来,不亦乐乎. Okay, the third sentence is 人不知而不愠,不亦君子乎? First, let's look at the character 愠. So here, we already mentioned it. It means hut. If you look at here, it means container. So 愠, let's go to the original version. So you got hut here, you got a container with food. Here you got a person in the prison. So you actually serving food to the people in the prison. You are showing your kindness to them. But there are people in the prison. They might not be so kind to you. They're a bad person. So 愠 actually means like you are being good to others, but they are not good to you. So you might be a little bit angry. So 愠 means angry. 人不知而不愠. People don't understand me. 人 others don't. 不知 understand no. Others don't understand me. Don't know me. Nobody understand me. What will you do? This is the solution for Confucius from Confucius. He says 人不知 are connection words with no actual meaning. 不愠 not angry. Nobody really understand me. Nobody knows me. But I'm fine. I'm calm. I don't angry. 不亦君子. 君子 is like the top virtue for Confucius. We probably could translate as gentleman, but it's more like a complete virtue. So if people don't know you, but you should like you're not angry. Isn't it a complete virtue? Isn't it the behaviors of gentlemen? So let's take a review here. 子曰, Confucius once said, 学而时习之, 不亦乐乎? 有朋自远方来, 不亦乐乎? 人不知而不愠, 不亦君子乎? Confucius tried to teach us three main things in person's life. The first one is how to study. 学而时习之, study and constant practicing with it. Second, how to make friends. Try to be welcome to all the people all over the world. Like try to be open to others. Third, how to live in the society. If people don't know you, don't be angry. It's okay. Just don't be angry. This is a man of complete virtue. Okay, and hope you enjoy this part of the Analects. We'll see you next time. 再见。